Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have some preschool Valentine's Day activities, super easy and for those like 3 to 5 year age range. If you have a little one a little younger than that, my next video is going to be toddler activities for Valentine's Day, so stay tuned for that as well. But let's get started with today's. For this first activity, you're going to need a piece of cardboard cut out in the shape of a heart, as well as a few different colors of construction paper. Then you're going to take a marker. I recommend black, not the color I used. You're going to take that marker and you're going to like make a little stained glass type looking thing almost. And you're going to do that on all of the construction paper and the cardboard. Then you're going to number each piece, the same numbers on each one, as well as the cardboard. I didn't do the cardboard, but you should do the cardboard. It makes it easier. Once you have them numbered, you can go ahead and cut on the lines that you drew. Again, number yours first before you start cutting. Don't make my mistake. You're going to cut all 3 pieces of construction paper, but do not cut your cardboard because you're going to need that as a template. Then you can hand it to your little to make sort of like a little puzzle and number matching. So this is really good preschool skills to number match and make the heart. You can separate your pieces and make 3 different puzzles of all different colors. You can keep them all pink and do a pink heart, all red and do a red heart, etc. Or you can mix them up, however you want to do this. I pre-separated 3 different iterations of the puzzle in different tubs so that she knew after she was done she could go to the next. For this next activity, I have red popsicle sticks here, and at the end of each one, I'm putting a little dot of glue. Then I have these foam hearts, and I have written a letter on each one. Now, I wrote the letters corresponding to my daughter's name, Juliana, so that we could do a name activity. If you're working on letters, you could just do letters. You could do names like I did. You could also do numbers. You could do shapes. You could do any iteration of what your child is like trying to learn right now, but you just want to put that on your popsicle stick. Then you can get an egg carton and have them do matching to the letters, numbers, shapes, whatever you have. So on the front of those egg cartons, I actually have written the letters that I want her to match to. Sorry, it's hard to see in this video, but she really enjoyed doing her name here. Up next is another simple fine motor activity. So on a little sheet of paper here, I have drawn a couple hearts inside of each other. And then I gave her a few different colored paints and a Q-tip, and she is dipping to try to dot the outline of the heart. You don't have to necessarily use a Q-tip, but I do recommend something small to get their little fingers working and to work on that fine motor. You could do a pom-pom with a clothespin on the end. That's another different thing you could do. You could do a dot marker, but you would need to use a bigger piece of paper. And honestly, I would only recommend that if they're a little bit smaller, because again, the goal here is to get them working on those fine motor skills. Up next is another simple fine motor and cutting activity. So what I have here is some yarn, and I have a whole roll of yarn tucked away in that little egg carton piece. And I have a little hole in the top of it so that the yarn can they can pull the yarn out like that. And then she's just practicing her cutting here, cutting this into small little pieces. I couldn't find my jar with the hole on the top to use that for this, so I just used an egg carton on hand and I taped it down, but you could use a jar if you have that too. Last up today, we're going to make a cute Valentine card and sensory bin. So first I have a little tray and I'm putting shaving cream on it in a little square rectangle pattern. And then I'm having my daughter take a couple drops of the food coloring that she chose. I would recommend like pink and red. She really wanted to do purple and like teal. So I let her do what she wanted to do. But to make it more Valentine-y, I would recommend the red and pink type colors. Then you're going to give them a little toothpick and swirl around the food coloring in the shaving cream. I would not rush this. It might take them a little while, but it would really extend the activity if you kind of really let them swirl. It took her several minutes to try to get it all swirled out in a pattern that would work for the card, something like this. Once you are happy with it, you're going to fold a piece of paper and take it and press the very top of it into the shaving cream food coloring concoction. You don't want to press too hard. You don't want to like splat it, but hard enough that the food coloring will transfer onto the paper. Then you will lift off the paper, and it's hard to see in this video, but I gave her a popsicle stick and I helped her
use the popsicle stick to kind of flatten and brush off any of the extra shaving cream that was on it so that it is just like paper now. So then you're gonna set that aside to dry. And once I set it aside, I gave her that popsicle stick and let her play in that shaving cream. It became a sensory bin and it kept her occupied for a little while that dried. And once it is dry, you can turn it into a cute little Happy Valentine's Day card. Remember to wear a smock so that clothes don't get ruined.
All right, that's all for today. And here's Isabel. She wanted to show you her little drawing she did. But we will see you guys later. Bye.